Hello and welcome. My last video that I made, which is linked down below in the description, was about getting diagnosed with ADHD as an adult. Now there's so much more that I want to say on this topic. It couldn't all be condensed into that one video. So I will try to keep this one short and sweet. I want to talk about hyperfocus. When I was learning more about ADHD and learned about something called hyperfocusing, that was kind of like the light bulb moment, the epiphany that led me to really go down the road of maybe I have ADHD. So the term attention deficit is not really an accurate phrase to describe ADHD. People with ADHD have an abundance of attention, not a deficit. We just have problems controlling where we direct that attention and what we're focusing on. The ADHD brain is very motivated by interesting things. If something piques our interest, we will very easily focus on it, and only that. But if something is not very interesting, we will unintentionally focus on anything but that. So this laser focus that we get on things that we find interesting can turn into hyperfocus. And this is a term that describes when you can block everything else out and focus only on this one thing, and you can't hear anything else around you. You are focused. Hyperfocus definition. Oh, I found it. Okay. Hyperfocus is highly focused attention that lasts a long time. You concentrate on something so hard that you lose track of everything else going on around you. When I stumble upon something that is interesting to me, I will eat, sleep, and breathe that thing until I know everything I possibly can about it. Honestly, sometimes I will go to a point of exhaustion. Then I eventually get burnt out on that thing because I've spent all my time hyperfocusing on it for however long, sometimes days, weeks, months. But when I'm in hyperfocus mode, I don't stop at just learning about it. I try to brainstorm ways to monetize that thing, and I create a business plan for it, and I design a logo, and I start this huge project or idea that I'm probably not gonna finish. Because, again, I will get burnt out on that topic. I've been told by some people that I seem to be good at everything I try, but what nobody sees behind the scenes is me staying up until 2 a.m. learning everything I can about this thing, making impulse purchases so that I can do the thing, rearranging my house so that I have room for the thing, and letting my everyday responsibilities go and falling behind in the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I have no control over it. I can't switch my brain off. If I try to distract myself with something else, I'll eventually just end up back on that hyperfocus. It sometimes just isn't healthy. Having ADHD is almost like having a superpower. It can be a blessing and a curse. I owe my career to my ability to hyperfocus. I have built a business that is multifaceted, and I can earn money to pay for my impulse purchases because I was able to absorb all this information and master these skills without going to school or learning from other people. Like, I seek out this information and absorb everything I possibly can until I'm satisfied with my level of knowledge on it. So back to what I was saying, this has been a defining trait of myself for my whole life. And when I found out that it was a pretty huge part of ADHD, that's what kind of confirmed for me that, yeah, I definitely have this. And hyperfocusing is not the only huge ADHD trait that I want to tell you guys about. So I will be making more videos. Please hit the like button on this video. It really makes me happy and helps me out. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so that I will pop up in your notifications whenever I post another video. Thank you for watching and listening to me talk about all this stuff. See you later.